Hello, good morning. It's drizzling in Nigeria, so how you all doing? And hope you're good. It's me, your uncle at Mental Clinic with Manuel Pascal. My name is Manuel Pascal, your uncle at Mental Clinic, and I'm happy to come talk to you today on live. Yeah, so you could watch the video and share with me. Today I want to talk about something good and important. This thing called marriage is not just for the purpose of reproduction or for the purpose of loneliness. People feel, I just want to get married because I'm lonely. Hey, people don't necessarily marry because they want to fill in. Marriage is not to fill in loneliness because we have so many things in this world right now that can occupy you without making you feel lonely. We see girls out there masturbating because they feel there's this emptiness in them that they feel that act can occupy and make them feel. You see people smoking, you feel people taking shisha, you see people taking all manner of things and engaging in so many activities just to occupy. What they feel is emptiness in them, which we could measure up relatively to what some people call loneliness. So, do you think marriage is primarily to feeling loneliness or because you're lonely? No, it is not. Marriage is not primarily for loneliness, to feeling loneliness, even though at one point or the other, it's an act that helps you to talk to someone, communicate with someone, which I think the person is not lonely. So, I just want to elaborate on something important. Marriage is not what you think. Marriage is not for reproduction only. Marriage is not because you want to feel in loneliness. No. You're not marrying because you're lonely. Marriage is an institution, is a career of itself, is a discipline of itself, where so many things, so many acts have been carried out, so many stages is being passed through for you to get to a point where you get to know the other person, the other person knows you better, you get to raise children that look like you or her or someone in the bloodline, and the children you get to nurture them to think, act rightly. So it's like a graduation, to raise people to graduate, and they raise people to graduate. So you see why it's an institution. At one point in time, you're the principal, the other time, you become a dean. Now, where I'm going to, which I want to talk to you today about, is the issue of why people raise children that they cannot really defend. This is what I mean. Can you, as a dad, tell your child, male or female, that hey, I pray that you get married to a man that's like me? Can you, as a mother, tell your daughter, or your daughter, yeah, or your son, that boy, I pray for you today that you get married to a woman that's like me? How many of you? Okay, that's a point. That's a striking point, I say. Why can't we do that? Because of our character. Maybe we're flattened. You know, you know what I'm saying is true. You've been engrossed with characters that are bad. You've been cheating on your husband. You've been cheating on your wife. So how can you tell that to your child? children are nurtured in such a way that they act what they see. Hey, don't blame some children out there that are just subjected to scenarios like rape, stealing, lying, cultism, or any of such. It began from home and it was not controlled, so it escalated. What is within you is what will come out, of you to the society. Society don't need what is in your face. It is what it is inside you that will contribute to societal development, that will contribute to societal improvement. The world will not come to what you have in your forehead. They will come to what is inside your head. It is what is inside your head that will attract the world. The world will come to your lightning. The world will come to your gift. The music is not on your forehead, not in your nose, it's inside of you. The talent is inside of you. That's what the world will come. That relatively what happens to the family. Children give to the society what they carry inside. Who dropped it inside? The parent. What they saw from the parent. And they decide to build on that and then give to the society. So that child that is subjected to rape probably didn't see love from the father and decided to find love. Probably didn't see discipline from the mother and decided to dress nonsense. Probably didn't see good character from the parent, from the mother to the father, and decided to be naughty. And then she decided to get raped or dress carelessly and she was raped. I'm not trying to say blame her fully, but I'm trying to pinch reference to why people are the way they are. It's important that you understand this thing I'm telling you, and it's important that parents must understand this thing I'm talking to you about. It is important. Can you boldly tell your daughter, as a man, that I pray for you today? Based on your religion, I don't care. But what I'm subjecting in is, can you, as a parent, look at your child, male or female, and tell your child, I pray that you get married to a man like me. Now, I'm not trying to talk about your facial expression, whether you're handsome or not. I'm talking about your character, your mind. The mind is the greatest weapon in the whole world. I'm talking about your attitude. I'm talking about your relative, the way you've related to the world. Are you a successful man? I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about legacy. What has your mind produced? Have you raised a family such that, have you loved your wife such that if your daughter looks at you, she say, oh dad, I'm so proud of you. Have you done that? Have your son looked at you and say, mom, I'm so proud of you. I pray to get married to a woman like you. Have you? No, because of the way you've raised them. Because of you have bad character. You've been cheating on your husband, stealing your husband's money, and your daughter is watching, and you're collaborating and say, hey, and children, they begin to observe you. Wow, they see you touch that money without his permission, and when you leave, they touch your money without permission. They see you flirting. You cheat on your wife, you come back and lie, business conference and everything. They see you make calls, and then you build their mind to start acting on what you did and what you've done. Now when they grow up, they act like you to the society. Now can you see why The society has been messed up. Why? Charity begins at home. You've messed up your children and they are acting nonsense. But we can correct that by raising a new breed of children, by changing your mind, by relatively correcting yourself. If we can raise better children, the world will be a better place. I tell you, I can assure that. Nobody is perfect. Yes, I know. But we can choose, and we can choose the kind of society we want to build for the next 5 years, for the next decade. The world should not suffer this bad because of our negligence. Terrorism, cultism, rape, stealing, cheating, divorce rate has gone high because we raised children that were not taught well. We've had high rate of parenting, bad parent, single mother raising a single child without a good mind, and the single child grows up to contribute nonsense to the society. Parenthood is important. We need to understand the role of parenthood to societal development. The next president that will solve the problem of the world has to be traced to a good parenting. No matter what you do, if you don't raise that child well, society will suffer. You will suffer for that your negligence. You don't expect the world to do this for you. You are to do it. That's what I tell you. Marriage is not just for reproduction. Marriage is an institution where you just have to understand that beyond pleasure, behind just I love you, behind emotional expression, it comes to a point where you know it's responsibility. Responsibility to nurturing your mind that you're gonna raise and breed children that will contribute to the society. And you have to do it right. You have to set yourself right. So you are a principal. So don't be a bad principal. Don't be a bad lecturer. Don't be a bad mom, a bad dad. Don't molest and beat their mom. Stop cheating on your husband. Stop it. Stop it. Stop introducing your children to nonsense. It will pay when you're getting old, when you don't have time, when you have strength to correct it. It will pay. You cannot stop it. It is what you've raised. It is what you've caused to happen. You cannot correct it at that time. But you have this opportunity. Young parents, young married couples, you have this opportunity to set it right and make it right, so that we can have good and better society, so that we can sleep and breathe well. Do you think that child that hates sleeping and loves rubbing probably started it one day? No. It is traced to parenting. Parenting. Bad parenting. No matter where you are in the world, you are a parent. Region don't stop you from being a parent. But what I'm talking about today is be the right parent. Divorce rate is high. Why? We've had parents that divorced, and then they raise children that love to divorce, and the other children give birth to other children, and it's relatively like a pattern. This can be corrected. New couples, this can be corrected. I tell myself, why are you getting married? Do you know why you're getting married? Do you think that beauty will not fade away? Do you think that handsomeness will not fade away? Are you getting married to that man because you feel he pleasures you more? Are you okay? Even though sex is important, are you? Huh? Are you? Is that your concern? That he pleasures you well? Is that your concern? I bet you're getting it wrong. Is that your concern? Are you thinking about your children? Are you thinking about yourself? What am I? You have to purge out yourself, because bloodline, relatively, your children will pick your character. Your children will pick your blood, Jonathan. Your children will pick your demons and your angels. Relatively, the way your husband will pick things that are in you. That's when you have sex now. So sex is not just open leg, let me enter. Sex is a covenant. Sex is a covenant. I tell you, we can have better society with better parents. We can, be sure. We can reduce this rate of divorce that's happening everywhere. Everybody wants to divorce. Is like a style thing with better parenting. Change, woman. Change, man. Change, because you're going to raise children that will be like you. And can you look at them and say, I pray for you to marry a man like you? You can't do that. Come on. You can't do that. Why? Purge yourself. Purge yourself. Every time you're acting nonsense, look at the society. Every time you raise a children, you give birth to a, look at the society. What do I want my child to contribute to the society? Stop blaming that child. It is what you gave him. Garbage in, garbage out. Children have this mind created by God. They have this special way of learning. Who is the first person they learn from? It's you, the parent. Everything you want that child to be. I'm not trying to say the child, you expect the child to be like you, no. But 80% of the child's character, expression, relation to the society is from you. It's from you. So talk to me. Won't you change? For the sake of that child, won't you change? For the sake of that innocent girl you're raising, won't you change? Man, won't you change? Woman, won't you change? Young, single mother, for the sake of that innocent boy that you got out of wedlock, won't you change your habit of prostitution? Won't you change? Won't you change? Husband, for the sake of that innocent girl that you're raising, won't you change? Stop cheating on your wife, won't you change? Stop making those secret calls behind their mother's back, won't you change? You think you're enjoying yourself, brother, but you will get old and that girl will start acting like you. So disappointment. Disappointment. I believe I've talked to you today. I myself am not perfect, but getting to share what I have to you is as important as fulfilling destiny. We have to understand that contributing to societal development, it's something we cannot turn our back to. It's something we have to stand for. I believe you've watched this video. I believe you've learned from it. I believe you'll share this video to someone, another person, because somebody needs to hear this. Thank you so very much. I still remain your anchor at the Mental Clinic. My name is Emmanuel Pascal.